Alright, so what we're looking at here is a course that I ran with my dog a few nights ago. And I found that the last couple obstacles were really interesting in the types of handling decisions I could make with my dog. Both of them kind of required that, my dog has a backside, will go to the backside. In the one on the bottom, however, um, it requires her to have a more independent backside at this jump that she's about to approach. Um, Only because of my handling decision a little bit later in this sequence. So I'm going to have you take a look at both of these running at the same time. The one in the top, I do a rear cross on the takeoff side of that red jump. And the one on the bottom, still getting used to this. The one on the bottom, I do a front cross and then lead into a Ketchker turn at that red jump. So right before it, the takeoff side. So we are going to take a look at the timing for this. And I just want you to also kind of take note about the types of wide turns that are happening. Which, I'm not perfect, obviously. So, but I'd like you to just go ahead and watch and see which one finishes first. So they are backed up to basically the same spot. Let's take a look. Okay, so if you notice, the one on the top, she's just tenths of a second, she's finishing the sequence tenths of a second faster. Like, very, very minimal difference. But, it is a difference. So, my main focus with this little video that I'm creating, trying to create, is, that I want you guys to kind of figure out where is a good spot to actually put in a rear cross. So let's look at the sequence a little bit. So if you notice, the first backside is at this wing jump here. Alright, and then we have a second backside. Then we go into a nice little curvy ending. It curves off to the right a little bit, and then immediately it curves off to the left in this sequence. Alright, so now my dog does have a relatively independent pushback, or backside, cue. So she will go to the backside for me off of verbal. But I usually try to give her as much of a body cue as well. She will do it independently though. But, this does pretty much put you and your dog right there with each other. She's gaining some speed on me. So this is a really great spot for the rear cross. Just because it's going to be pretty difficult to get in any other type of handling option. And if you notice in the bottom, I was able to get in a different handling option and still get through clean. So again, I asked for that independent backside, and I'm actually a little bit more urgent about getting out of there because I need to get up there for a cross. Now, my dog is very forgiving and allowed me to get away with that and kept that bar up. I did give her my outside arm just to kind of help her understand, hey, we're about to turn. So I do a front cross. I get a little bit of a wide turn there. So I'm actually backtracking at this point. So she goes out wide, and then I bring her back in to get this turn. But it was a really nice turn. And she's able to catch up a little bit. If you notice when we were running both of these videos at the same time, she was able to catch up a little bit just because the turn was pretty tight there. But unfortunately it was just not quite as fast as the one up top with the rear cross. But timing's not really what I wanted to focus on in this video. It was more about placement of rear crosses. I think tunnels are a good place to do rear crosses. Any point where obviously, you know, you're not going to make it for a front cross or a blind cross. And, you know, just an example, having to do a backside before a particularly curvy portion of a course, that would be a good spot for a rear cross as well. So I hope this helps you guys understand rear cross placement a little bit better. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. So I hope you enjoyed. Bye.